So we just finished watching the Astros and Twins game, and I think what me and my son Spencer wanted to do here was we want to kind of do a vlog on a game-by-game basis, hopefully as many as we can do, because honestly I like watching stuff about the Astros, and this is turning out to be a really special year, but there's just nothing out there by the fans, and honestly I don't really care what a lot of these talking heads on like Root Sports or now AT&T Southwest have to say. I'm not really interested in listening to homers. I want to hear from real fans, people that are realists, got real opinions about the game, and not just kind of tickling our ears. So Spencer's definitely, being young, is more of a homer than I am. I tend to get very agitated, be a little more cynical, but that's just from being a lifelong Houston sports fan. So anyways, I just wanted to kick it off that way. This is our first vlog, so we're kind of new at this. You can see our setup is pretty crude. We'll see how this goes, and we'll try to upgrade going forward. So anyways, my name's Ryan. This is my son Spencer.
What's up?
Let's just shoot right into it. I like to keep these kind of short. Yeah, it's just one of those games. These are the kind of games I can't get too mad. It's these games are going to happen. Spencer, you were kind of agitated.
I was getting agitated because, the Astros had bases loaded 3 times, but with 2 outs. I'll give it to the guys who got out. There were 2 outs, so it's kind of tough to get a run home when you have 2 outs and the bases loaded. I will give them that, but still, 3 times, I don't think so.
I mean, to be fair, I believe they had all bases loaded 3 times, all with 2 outs. Maybe the first time they might have had 1 out, but I believe it was all 2 outs. But with that said, they definitely let Irvin Santana off the hook tonight. Bart Ennis said, "Oh, he pitched 6 solid innings." I didn't think they were solid. I mean, yeah, he gave up 2 runs. The Astros just let the guy off the hook. Again, we're gonna have nights like this. I can't get too upset. I hate to only score 2 runs against a Twins team that I don't think is very good. Now, I know they're 2 games over 500, but I don't think this team's going to the playoffs. Irvin Santana is a mediocre pitcher. He was great in April and May, but his ERA is well over 5. Not well over 5, but it's over 5 in June and July. And that's kind of his MO the last few years, is he starts off strong and he finishes pretty mediocre, above 4 ERA. So I think that the story of this game is definitely poor offense on the Astros' part, but I can't get too mad because that's what's carried us.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta say last night they scored 10 runs against the Twins. They may have given up 5, but I think the Astros kind of were like, I think we're gonna win. And they did score a total of 20.
You talking about the last series?
Yeah, 30. I think it was 34 something. Yeah. So you can't get too mad about that because your offense is loaded. You got George Springer, you got Jose Altuve, you got Josh Reddick, you got Carlos Correa. Those are all great players. And even though Carlos Beltran hasn't been that good, he can still swing the bat. So
yeah, and I think the next point we want to move to is, let's talk about the pitching side. It's hard to fault the Astros pitching. They gave up 4 runs. I feel like the runs we gave up at the 3rd and 4th runs, which were the deciding runs, were not. You got to blame Musgrove. I'm not a Musgrove fan. I don't think many Astros fans see this. He's not a rotation guy. His ERA is over 6. He should not be in this rotation. We know why he is, because McHugh's hurt, Keuchel's been hurt, and they're gonna, when Keuchel comes back, and especially if they make a trade for an arm, Musgrove's going to the bullpen or he's gonna get demoted. I just don't. I mean, he wasn't terrible tonight. He was just meh. He was Joe Musgrove. That walk, he got out of so many jams, and I finally came back and bit him. I hate to fault Tony Sipp. He was in a bind. He stuck his glove out and tried to field a ball that would have been a double play. They would have probably still scored a run, but I think the game would have been 3-2 instead of 4-2. But as you can see, we didn't score another run, so it didn't matter. So again, the bullpen was about I give the bullpen about an A minus, and the starting pitching about a C plus, and I give it a C plus because it's just what I expected on Musgrove. For Musgrove to get an A plus, I mean, actually I'd give him a B minus. That would have been like a D if Keiko would have been pitching. So other than that, to me, the play of the game, from my opinion, is Sip. That missed play that ended up being a double.
And you gotta think about that play. There are two things. If Sip would have gotten that ball, got that ball that went to him, he could have thrown it home, got the person out.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have got the ball. I mean, if he missed it, but if he would have, you're right, they would have got the guy on, but there would only been one out. Maybe he would have thrown it the first, I don't know. So anyways, what was your play of the game? Was that your play of the game? Or what's your play
I think my play of the game, I gotta go with the Astros here. I gotta say Altuve's home run, because I love Altuve, and that's pretty much what really got our offense going.
Well, yours is the play.
Yeah.
That's a good play. That's an Astros play of the game. But I think the turning point is definitely the misplay by Sip, and then Altuve stumbling and it rolling into the right field. So, anyways, tomorrow we got the Twins again. I feel really good. I think we can salvage this series 2 out of 3. If we go 5-1 this year against the Twins, I'll take that all day. We own the Twins. So again, I'm not going to get too upset about this game. We're 61-30. We can afford these kind of losses. He gets a little bummed out because he wants to stay ahead of the Dodgers, but it's a long way to go. I see the Dodgers kind of faltering as well. The Astros did not falter. Their offense just could not hit with runners in scoring position.
They didn't have it tonight. I don't blame them though, because like I said earlier, they have scored a lot in the last few games. Like I said, last night they scored 10 runs. Before the All-Star break, they scored 19 runs, and then another game before that, they scored 12 runs. So I don't really blame the offense on this one. I mean, I think they should have scored more than 2, at least. But it's,
No, they had their chances again. They looked at a lot of good pitches, and then they just, couldn't do anything with them when they did
fell
get them.
apart.
Yeah, so not a big deal. We're going to sign off now. Again, this is our first vlog. We'll be online hopefully again tomorrow. The game tomorrow is 1 o'clock, I believe. We'll have a vlog posted most likely by late afternoon and early evening. If you've got any, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Like I said, we're new to this. We do want to talk about the Astros. We want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm just not really interested in what like the people on Southwest Sports and because they're just, they tell you what you want to hear. It's not interesting to me. Maybe we're not interesting, but anyway, leave your comments and hit like if you liked our video. Thanks, guys. Bye. Go Astros.